The Exorcist 2023 might feature the return of Linda Blair in her original role. The Exorcist franchise began with the Oscar-winning 1973 classic The Exorcist, which followed a desperate mother, Chris McNeil, seeking the help of an exorcist when it becomes clear that her young daughter Regan is being possessed. Now Blumhouse is producing a legacy sequel with Halloween 2018 writer-director David Gordon Green set to release in theatres on October 13th. But before we return to the film that made my auntie suffer many sleepless nights, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick and welcome to Firthy's Feedback. So, according to a new report from Above the Line, Blair is set to reprise the role of Regan McNeil in The Exorcist 2023. Their source states that the actor worked for several days on the new film, which has already wrapped production. If true, this will be a reversal of expectations, as for quite some time, Blair reported that she was not approached to appear in the sequel. This film will mark the first time Blair or the character of Regan has returned to the film franchise since the widely maligned 1977 sequel, The Exorcist II: The Heretic. That film ended with Regan narrowly escaping a supernatural death and walking off into the sunset with her new father figure, Father Philip Lamont. Regan was also seen in the short-lived Exorcist television series at Fox, which was surprisingly good and cleverly took place in the same world as the original classic. I'm still quite bitter they didn't renew that series, so if you haven't already seen it, I would highly recommend it. While Burton passed away in 1984 and thus cannot reprise his role, the film will reunite Blair with Burstyn, who is returning to play Chris McNeil for the first time since the original film. The Exorcist cast also includes Leslie Odom Jr. as a brand new desperate parent looking for a solution to his child's possession. This will lead him to track down Chris. The scene where he seeks her wisdom is the most likely place for Blair's Regan to return, but there are several other ways she can appear. Although The Exorcist 2 and the rest of the Exorcist franchise will remain loosely in canon, The Exorcist may alter where Regan ended up. However, if they choose to continue straight from her final appearance, she may be estranged from her mother, who was absent from the second film. If this is the case, she may not appear until later in the film, to offer valuable help to Odom's character and potentially reconcile with Chris. The Exorcist franchise hasn't been on the big screen since the 2005 release of Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist, an alternate version of the previous year's Exorcist: The Beginning, so it will be interesting to see if there's still an audience for what it brings to the table. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to a new Exorcist film? And do you think it will compare to the originals and/or the TV series? Let me know below.